Hi, Kevin with the Awareness.website. Here we are again with this week's Classroom Classics 2. We've got some great stuff that have come up. We're talking about introducing the Donyus and Toyus into the beginner class, and also some things that will help you with your balance as you're going through the moves at this early stage. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're at a stage in the beginner's class where I like to introduce the Donyus and Toyus. So we've got brush knees coming up, and the Donyus and Toyus go a long ways to helping you start to understand how the moves work and the principles that are involved, and being able to start putting those foundations and principles into it at this early stage so that it makes it easier to be able to go through the moves. Now, the thing with the Donyus and Toyus, we're not going to go into a lot of detail about those foundation exercises in particular, but if you go down below the video here, you'll see a section that shows you links. So you can click on those links, and that'll take you to the 5 principles video, the foundation exercises video, and there's a lot clearer explanation of what to do with those exercises if you haven't already done them in class. We've had lots of great comments with these ideas. Some people that have come up and been talking about their knee problems and their hip problems, and how some of the things we're going to talk about really help with all of that, alleviating the stress on knees and hips and all that. So we're going to go through this. Now, with the Donyus, there's this element of sitting. And the idea is that you want to be sitting into the hips. Now, pretty much all the moves have the Donyus and Toyus in them, so it really helps you to get the moves a little more precise, a little more balanced and whatnot. So the hips are sitting down and the legs are taking the load. You don't want to be just moving the knees, just bending the knees, because now you're putting all the weight into your knee joints. So but the hips are sitting back, and so when you're doing moves like going into grass bird's tail or left grass bird's tail, your weight is balanced. That when you're in hold the ball, your weight is balanced on one leg, and so you want to be able to sit down into that hip and step out and then go into your move. And it's really important to be able to do that, so you're protecting the knees and everything. Toyus are the other part of that, and of course there's Donyus within the Toyus, which is kind of cool. The Toyus sort of encompass all the foundation exercises. When you get into that hip, you want to pay attention to the fact that your knee is staying lined up, and I'll go at the angle here, that your knee stays lined up over the toe. You don't want the knee buckling in like this. And what the Toyus do is help you to learn to turn the body. And as you're turning the body, when you're sitting down, your body is angled so that you're over the 45-degree step. When you step out and transfer the weight forward, you're pushing, doing a Donyu, pushing off that back leg, turning the body forward because the arms are going forward, it's getting the body to turn forward, and then you're relaxing into that front leg. So you don't want to be pushing the knee forward. You don't want to just sort of throw the body weight back and forth, because that puts all your weight into your knee joints. You want to be able to come up and relax down into the hips and let the weight settle into the foot. And as the body's turning, that's keeping your knee joints lined up with your toes. There was one lady that commented that the 3 sets a day for 30 days really helped her become aware of the problems she was creating for herself, and the fact that maybe she had some weakness in her knees. So the idea of keeping things lined up, and that's what brings us to the next part, is doing some of the moves, allowing the body to turn and angle over the direction of the foot angle is really important. And it really helps with the balance. And for example, with a move like in brush knee, where your weight becomes balanced into the front leg, again, you don't want the knee buckling in. You want the body to turn so that that knee stays lined up. Now from the brush knee, when you're going to pivot and go into the next brush knee. You don't want to just sort of flick the foot over, because now you see my knee hasn't gone with it. You want to, as you pivot, you want to open the hand up and allow the body to turn so that the whole body turns and lines up with that angle. So I've now angled to the 45-degree step, and when I step forward and come forward, my body's going to turn and angle over the front foot. And that's all the Toyus are, is you're angling from the front to the 45, doing a Danyu as you do that. So you come up, turn, angle over this foot, and Danyu down. Danyu up, and come down, Danyu. So that turning, and especially with things like the brush knees, is when you don't turn the body and stand up, my foot is now moved out from underneath me, and I'm falling forward. But if you pivot and open and turn the body, now my foot is under me and I just push up, get up to my balance, then I can relax down, step, and then the arm comes through and I just naturally turn forward and I get lined up to that front leg. Play around with it. It's really important. It'll do a lot to helping you keep your balance through a lot of the moves and learning how to stand up and relax back down into the foot. Mr. Moy said the Danyus are the pump. So if you can think of going through the whole set, applying that relaxing, that standing up, it'll be like you're getting the body to circulate far more efficiently throughout the whole series of moves. And that'll be incredible for how you're going to be feeling and how your circulation is going to be working. Once again, check out this information below the video and look for those links and go to those links so you can get a little more detail on it. And I want to say something here. We get lots of comments, people thanking me about doing the videos and all that, and I just want to let you guys know that it's not just me doing this. I'm up here and I do my part, and there's lots of work in doing the Tai Chi and all that. But Shelley does a tremendous amount of work doing the backgrounds, doing the editing. We're working with a small green screen studio space here. So she does an incredible amount of work too. And I just want you guys to give her a thumbs up and some recognition for the amount of work that she puts into putting these videos together for you guys. That's it for this week. Take care. We'll see you again. Bye.